Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are on air. Fina's in the house. It's the day after Christmas. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for just everything, all the thoughts and all the good words. Thank you very much. And I hope that your family and so on and so forth have the exact same. But today on this car here, this is going to be our third day of work on this car, the 50 Ford chop top custom car that we're going to build. We're going to try to keep it in the custom area and not go too far with it and do something, drastic. We're going to put the door tops on and get this side looking good. The first 4 videos that we did was day number 1, and the reason being is that day number 1, Jolene wanted all that content that we were doing because things were going so quickly. The roof was getting chopped off, got put back on, we got the windows fixed, we got the back window in, we got things fitting, we got whatever. But that was all being done, and that got done in one day, which was great. Give us a little time over Christmas. The second day, we did have another day on it. Me and Nathan welded all up the inside around the window post, all around the back, the package tray, the braces, inside the roof structure, a bunch of stuff. I ended up welding the roof across, got that butt welded there all the way across. So it was a good day of work. Now we are on to our third day of work, and it's the door tops. What's going on here is, if Jolene wants to come back here and take a look, I'm talking without breathing, man, you can see that this roof, this doesn't match up to what's going on with that roof there. And it was surprising. No, it wasn't surprising. I knew that was going to happen, sort of. I just wasn't expecting that much. But generally, I was thinking at the very first, I thought I was going to cut this on a 45, which I probably should have. Then I could have laid the post in on the 45 and got to where I'm going. But now I have it sawed off like that. I have to deal with it. The front post, if we want to come up here and take a look at this, I got the front post leaning in there. It's leaned in there pretty good, actually. It's leaned in probably where it needs to be. It might go a little bit further. I might put it in a little bit further. The line going up the post is not that great, but that's what I have to work with. So I've got that leaned in there pretty good, that's what we want. We want something matching up there fairly decent, which it does. I've taken and cut, I've already done this because I was looking at it wondering. I've taken and cut the inside of this post here. Joey's coming around. Cut that. I took and cut that along there, into there. So I just had the sheet metal on the front, and then I just hit it with a rubber hammer and knocked it over. It's not in the exact same place it was, but it is knocked over going with that post. You can see how we've got that angled there, cut that to bring that post in, where we welded together, and then where we angled the top post. So I'm basically trying to get all these posts leaned into the side of the roof, because this is the top of the window in the back. The top of the door continues this line, and we want to match up from here to there, which is in every chop, but if it's depends on how far we've taken it down. We've taken it down 8. To me, that's quite a distance to take down, is 8 inches. But we have some pieces left over. This is the top of the original door. Does not reach anymore because we've stretched the roof out. We bring the roof ahead. So we got to make that work. We have the piece that we cut out of the front of the door. That was the 8 inches that we cut out with the post. So this is the front of the door. We're keeping that. We have that piece. And then we have this piece here that is the back window. And we have the pillar for the front door. So that's what we have, and that's where we cut off there. Now, I have a little piece of metal I want to put in. I guess I shouldn't even go to that, but I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to put this post in here, and the reason I'm going to do that, because this post is not bad. Like, that distance there is not far off from this distance there. And when I weld it, it'll be in just a little tiny bit and make it easier to fill. You get something butted up on something like this. If your weld is higher than what you got going on, that makes your stuff get bigger. So with it being a little bit smaller when I weld it up, it might benefit me a little bit, you know. I'm not saying how much, but a little. What I'm going to do is, got my marker thing on. I better get to work here. This is, I don't know what this is, to be honest with you. I need tape measure. Sorry, honey. I want to sort of know if that post, I do want to know if that post is going straight, but I guess it matters a little bit. I'm not sure how much it matters. I'm just going to put this post back where it fits. The door top. It's a door top pretty good like that. Guess it doesn't matter. 4.5. I'm gonna have to get that down on there a little bit before I can tell that. All right. What I'm gonna do is I want this curve right here, but this piece here I do not like right here. This piece right here is going up too straight to go to there. I can't cut this out here and put this on there and bring it down to that because it'll look like this. Can't do that. But I want that curve. I am not going to try to bend this line right here. I'm not going to try to bend that line because that line goes all the way up through the car. But I want that post to start here and go up to there. So I'm going to go right underneath. Right on top of that line, I think. Take a look at it. I'm thinking about cutting off. I'm going to cut off. Is she panting? Just 1 second. I want to see my dog. You okay? Huh? You over there panting? What are you doing over here? Need to go out? Okay. Anyways, I'm going to cut some of this off. I'm not going to go down below this line and try to turn this line in. I'm not going to turn all that in to make it look nice. I've got enough here to go down inside there because I didn't cut that. Like we cut it off there and we left all that material, that 8 inches that we cut of the roof. I've got all that material here, so I'm going to use that material, go down in here. So I'm going to do. I've got an opening spot here that's for that post, I think will work. All right, I'm going to cut that out. Pair of gloves. And I'm going to cut this post here and set it inside that one. I should have enough post here, no matter where I've cut that, not no matter where I've cut it, but where I've cut it, to match it up again. I should have no problem. Got a little bit of this, I don't know what it's called, cork or something that you put your interior in, stuck in there. When I go to weld in, I want that dug out. Just a little piece of it, a cork material. I left the corner because I want that corner. Let's put this on. Let's do this. Let's just line her up and see what we got. I'm going to cut this off. How much am I going to cut that off? Let's cut it off here first. Well, I'm going to cut it a little bit long. That way there I'm not wrong. And I've been wrong before. No, we want a lot longer than that, don't we? Then I just keep cutting it down as I go. That slot's long. I'm going to do a measurement on top of that to that. It's 10.5. I got 11. I was doing it right. Doing it right. Doing it right. I'm leaning it back. I cut that a little bit on an angle, but I'm leaning it back because you can see where when I put that in there, that much of this lip's got to come off. And I still got to get it come down quite a ways because I want to get this piece in here for this corner. So let's cut that off. See what happens. Just get it down a little bit further. It's really funny, you know. We did the 4 videos in one day. Had Christmas, fantastic. But in all honesty, like when I'm not working and Jolene's not working, it really throws a mess in our day, does it not? Like it really does. It throws a mess in our day. It feels like we're missing something. Sometimes it's just we work every day, and so I'm got that set in there. I'm going to eye that up for now. I'm going to make a mark right there and take that out of there. This still needs to come down quite a bit, so it's going to take me a little bit to get it, but it is what it is. Maybe I should take that down a little bit further first. I think I'm going there. Got to get it come down further. All I'm doing is looking up here. Again, it's a process, but what I got here is I got this tip right here. It does not look like it's going to match up there. Like we'll see what happens, but I'm just going to keep bringing it down until I get this groove going with this groove here. There's no, I suppose I got that cut up there too. I got to cut that down some, but I'm just trying to get that down there so I can make this lip here fit this lip, and get that much cut off here so I can get this hooked on so it looks right. That's it. Too much too quick sometimes will bite you in the arse. So I got a gap there now, and I can still bring this down some. Let's bring it down that much at least, easy. got to go easy on something like this too also, because the cut can get lost in how many times you cut it. Like, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. Like one time I can cut it maybe back too far. See, that fits really nice down tight on there now, but it did not before. Now we're getting in tight. We're not getting in that close, but I have to trim that back some, but that's fine. We got a good line going there. We got a good line going there. Still got to come down some more. So let's take it off some more. Just don't want to take it too much, that's all. I'm going to take each fit good. This fit good. That fit good. And that fit good. So we'll try to do the same all the way around. We're getting close now. I think we better get this back in here. We're not getting that in there tight. I want to match these 2 points up to make it feel good. And I feel like I just got to cut some off this edge. Trying to slice and dice this stuff up as gently as possible, so everything's in place. We're looking pretty good there now. Like we're getting closer. We're getting closer, that's for sure. I'm going to cut that out of there, I guess. On this piece here, you can come take a look at it. Jolene was interested in doing the drip rail all up. Did not finish welding this all up here, just ground it off. Got that butt welded across there, but this all has to be welded up all the way along here. So what's going on if you've never done it or seen it before, this is the roof skin. So it comes down, tucks in 3/4 of an inch. Then you have the drip rail molding. That's the piece that the drain rail, or for the drain rail for the water. That goes in between the roof and the top of the door, and then it all gets spot welded together on the inside. And that's 3 pieces there. On this side, it's not that bad. On the other side, it wasn't in place. So goes to show you there that they weren't perfect, and neither are we. Come take a look this way here. If you see this construction here now, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to cut this piece and that piece, and just kind of pull that piece off and get it out of the way and keep it nice and clean like this, so we can build a new construction when it's time for this piece. I'm just trying to make that get that out of there clean as possible. That's basically the end of that story. Just trying to get it out of there as clean as possible. So I'm not sure if you've noticed or not, we've got 3 cuts up the post to get that back in shape. We've got 1 cut of the roof to pull it ahead and to fit back onto the car. And then we made 1 section of the roof and butt welded it back onto the roof where it used to be in a different position. So we have not made anything yet and have the car looking the way it is. I'm happy with that, or that's sort of what I'm going for, sort of. There's so many different ways to chop this car, and I'm trying to stay away from everybody else's, because there's a lot of fantastic ways to make this car look. Lots of fantastic ways. That's what I generally say. Like if I look at a car, or look at a car magazine or anything like that, or the computer, I take what I like from the cars that I see, and it's pretty hard to go through these 50 Fords and say, I can say which ones I like the most, but there's so many of them done that which is the really the best. That's in the eyes of the beholder, I guess. What am I going for? Sander. So it's in the eyes of the beholder. But it's really hard to try to stay away from doing something that somebody else has done. On this one, that's for sure. And a baby. Beautiful. She is beautiful. Jolene had a fantastic Christmas too, I take it? She's nodding her head yes. She's nodding her head yes. Gotta get a pad, sand that off. She's been drinking again, boys. I'm just joking. That's probably me after having a day in the shop, probably. Jolene told me it's okay as long as it's in moderation. Is that right, baby? Moderation. Do I follow the rules all the time? You could call me bad, Chad, probably. See what we got going on. Let's get it to come down some more. How much more? We need to go that much more. Almost nervous. Let's do it. We need to come down almost that whole lip. So I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. Closer now. We are. Got that inside piece hitting again. Went ahead, cut it before. Closer now. Try to angle it. Yeah, I'm going to get my sander out, try to sand it, and try to get it looking good. Instead of just cutting it, we'll do some sanding now. We're getting close. We're getting closer. Gotta bring that down some more. You need that out, Fina? Is that what she needs? What? Come on. Let's do it. Woo! She's going checking things out. She's doing a good job. She's doing a fantastic job. Let's get this sanded off and put in there. I'm stuck up on that thing there a little bit. I'm going to sand, take that off just a little bit, see what happens. Sand it off. Getting closer. Getting closer, getting closer, getting closer. Sand this off. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. As long as that line there matches up, that's what we need. I don't care about that. That's where it was cut off before because the roof was straight. It's angled back down now. We'll have to put a little piece in there. When this comes angled down, it's not going to fit the door thing, so we'll probably end up just cutting it off straight. We'll make a new piece going on there, just like a block going on there. Should be no problem whatsoever. Make it on the brake and set it in there, but I'm getting close here. I keep sanding that down. I don't think I need. Get that back. Fits better. Fits better. Okay. Got a little piece I want to straighten out there inside the door that's kind of holding me up. Yeah. Just get out of my way for a minute. I'll bend you back here in a second. Piece is just in my way. And also, this piece here is coming straight up like that. I'm going to put a little relief cut in that. And the reason being is I'll be able to lay this piece over and make it look good. So it's not in shape right now. When I weld the post in, I'll get the front of it from this line up but this piece here, I'm going to cut this, relief it. Pie cut. I'm going to tack that in there. I want it up a little bit further. I want to cut or bang something. It's got a piece of stuff holding me out here. That might be even just what's doing it. I want to put myself in the leg. Not really. Come on off. It's going to take me a bit to get it in there. Hey, there she fits now. Fits now. It did fit in there really good. Just going to Get a hammer. I want that piece of metal to weld back on my post. I just don't want it in my way this very second, that's all. See if we can get this thing going straight. I think we got to go back more that way. Not much, but a little. Nope. Should have one of my Christmas prongers on there. Yes, I did put one of the cord things up. Basically, we have everything that probably everybody has given us. It's just that I'm not going to bring it out and use it when I have not broken the first stuff I've used. Basically, that's who I am. So I do have quite a pile of cords and stuff like that so I can back up on. Thank you very much. We're getting there. It really does quite matter. Well, it matters a lot, you know. Now, can I bend that in there? Come this way, or you can see it from there. Now what I'm doing is I'm got that piece here. If you want to come this way, on this side, you'll see when I bend it. So this line is straight all the way along, right along here, basically straight. I'm not going to change the whole thing, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to manipulate this little piece here and push down on it like that. You can see how that's crossing over right there. So how that turns in. So once I get the post in, then I'll vice grip this piece and make it turn in so we get a nice thing going on. Just wanted to show you that because when else would you ever be shown what's going on like that? I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I've got to get some metal out of right here. That makes me feel so much better. Come take a look. We've got that pretty well lined up pretty good there. And we got to vice grip it up there and we'll get her. I think we're fitting good down here. I think we need to take a little more off up here, to be honest with you. Get it back a little bit more. Now, I'm going to vice grip it, and then I'm going to tell myself if I've got it somewhere close, because basically right now, I'm just eyeing it up, you know. I'm eyeing it up, trying to make the corners fit good, but I really don't know. I don't care about that one right now, because I'll bring that in here after a bit, but I'll get this one vice grip. Just going to shut the door. Push that in more, obviously. Now, what I want to know is if I put the door post where it should be or fit the hole somewhat, then I'll know if it's, to me, it's got to go back some more. But that's just my, I'll put this back in its place where it fits and then do a measurement. Get somewhere as close. Five 5/8, 5 3/4, 6. That's why I say it's got to go back some. The post has got to go back that way. And sort of it, you can look at it and see it somewhat that it's, you know, I can look at it and it's hard to tell, but it's not fitting exactly here either. You can see this is up a little bit compared to that, so I keep shoving it back. It should come down to it. We'll just take a little bit more off. To me, that's bang on. Take it down, take it down just a little tiny bit, little tiny bit. Keep sanding it until I'm happy. It's got to fit everywhere. If it don't, it's not a good fitting pair of jeans, is it, baby? Huh? If they don't fit everywhere, it's got to be that there. Splash on the bottom. Just going to knock off all the paint that's around the edges of this. I like to do it with a zip cut instead of a sander, because the sander, when it gets in there, it'll sand off your metal. The zip cut can be used so gently that you can be happy with it. I'm going to lock that on with a pair of vice grips. Sand this piece a little bit. Just for a second. Straight back. Come on in, sweetheart. Needy but loved. Is that what they call that? Huh, sweetheart, baby? Let's get this post in there. Let's get that post in there. Get that post in there. All right, we're looking good. Now, let's get this vice grip up in there. The main thing I guess I want is this corner, I guess, right this very minute. I want to make sure that's right on the money. That is on the money. I'm going to tack that on there right now. How much time am I in? What? Woo, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Doing good. Doing good. I think I'm doing good. Throw a comment if I'm doing good with you people. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I am going to take some I am obviously taking custom touches by chopping the roof, that's for sure. On the roof chop itself, I kind of, probably like always, did it my way, and trying to see if I can get that back window in there without doing, there's a lot of work when you get in there, laying that window in there, making it all the way around each side. It takes time. But anyways, I wanted that coupe roof look to it. Yeah, there's so many things that can be done to these cars. It's quite something else. I don't know where to start and where to begin. What I'm doing here, just looking along the roof here, trying to get this piece in the right position. One holds it. I get it welded on there, right? One holds it, and then two, I'm saying that we're good to go. I want to make sure that that's back there nice and on the money, but I want to make sure. So I'm saying that we're on there. So let's weld a couple more places and make it really on there. Something like this, when you're chopping a roof, you really like, I mean, I am going through it, in my opinion, fairly quick. You know, we're just cutting and welding it back on, but you should really there's so much to pay attention to that. There's so much to pay attention to. Like, you want all your edges fitting good. We've got this, you can see this little line. I'm going to tack it on the front here and hit that with hammers. I'm going to try to get it in place just a little bit more. But where it's in place, I'm going to nail it on first. I'm going to nail that on because it's in place. Yeah, I just want to put this over in place. I want to stand back and take a look at it for a second. All right. One of those. In place. Just trying to make it flush, that's all. I think we can put that piece together. Here we go. Come look at our lip. Come look at our lip. You can see, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I can see it, she says. So I get that matched up nice. Looks good around the corner. This piece here is where it's out. Let's take the vice grips. Remember, I sliced that in the back side of that little piece of metal. I'll weld that metal back up. Now I can bend this piece, this lip over to that piece. I'm hoping I can. Let's get a different pair of pliers with a bigger bill. Nope. Can't see it that well. I want vice grips. And I might have to bang on it also. Did not clean down there, I did not. So I can get that cleaned off or I weld that. Ah. Was it ready, was it, sweetheart? Huh? Was it pronged up? I think the basic rule of of doing this bodywork thing is trying to do it the cleanest, I guess, the best you can for what you have. One in the middle there. Just add some metal there so when it comes time, so you can grind it off, make it look nice. Now we're hoping these two lips line up nice. Two lips line up fantastic, I think. I should have an air hose with me. Now we got our straight line here, and then after our straight line, we'll grind that off, and then it'll come up to what's going on. Happy with it? Just wipe my glove over it, take a little bit of heat away. You can see what's going to go on there. It's going to continue welding that all the way around. There will have to be a little piece of metal from here to there. Let's get a little more, a couple more touches on up here. A couple more. We'll just leave it as that, I suppose. Let's get onto the door top, give you a visual. It's not going to be long to do that. It takes me to get the minute to rock and roll, but once I get rocking and rolling, it's all good, I think. All right, we have that going on there. That is going right with the roof. This is out of shape now. You can see how far that's out of shape now. You can. All right, I'm going to cut this off. Actually, we're going to cut the door top in half. I don't know if I want to bang in on that anymore or not. I'm going to check that out for a second, see if we're hard down. No, I think I can just pull it in and do it. So let's knock this on. Yep, so just beating the top piece and to be flush with that piece. Just going to knock that on so I feel like it's in the right position. I cut that, relief that, and how I bend it is how I knew it would bend is because this is flat out here. If I cut the two pieces that are flat, which give it all the strength, it would bend because it's flat on this side. In here, it's called construction zone. Missed it. Proper miss. Thanks, Fina. And we got it. Let's take a look at it. Hope we're not getting too far. If we are, I guess we'll deal with it. No, I like it because, and the reason being is I've got to mess with this lip here anyways. Let's clean up the edge of this. Just trying to make everything so it's clean so you can actually do something with it. We're going to do the exact same thing on this front post here, or on this post of the door. Got my stuff underneath my feet now. Let's do this. Same thing. Make the same cut, same sort of general area. Cut it up there. I'll do the exact same thing. I know has to be cut. I know that has to be cut off, and the reason I know it's going to be cut off is because how it's tilted down. The door's not going to fit in there. I'll put that in my new thing. Let's cut this off and get this ready. Let's see what happens. Left that little corner on there for some reason, I'm not sure, but I did. I just try to save the weather stripping, and it's all glued on. I just rather probably just, I am going to half that up. Half for the front, half for the back. Reason being is this shape here is supposed to fit this shape here, and that other shape is supposed to fit up here. We took the exact same 8 inches when we cut this off, so the 8 inches is missing already on the front of this. So this here actually should meet up with that perfectly to continue on, and we'll go halfway because it's going to have to be cut because we've lengthened it out, and then we'll go from there. Has all brand new weather stripping on it, but you can see as I go to rip it off, just ruined it. So makes it easier when it comes time to weld it up. It's not like I'm going to be chasing the grinder to keep cleaned up to weld it up. This one should fit right back on there. And it does. I have a hard gap up front. What if that would have been helpful to hold that there? It's not fitting the way I want it to, that's for sure. We've got a lot going on here with that front post. In order for that to fit the way that wants to, it wants to be up there like that. And that's not the way I want it to fit. Is it, baby? No. No. So this one, I think I'm going to cut it here and relief it, because it's not fitting close at all. Like it. You can only see one side at a time, can't you? No, maybe I'll put this piece on first. I'll leave that piece for a second. Put this piece on first. See if I can have better luck. Still don't really want to match. That's got to be cut off. Seems to fit okay. All right, let's cut it off. Look at that now, would you? Ha! I had it. Let's do a measurement. A little less than 10. And cut the line. Excuse me, Fina. Excuse me. Excuse me. Cut that much out of it. Gotta come down lower. Not sure what that is, but it's got to go. Come on now. Take the screw in after. Yeah. That's got to go. I got some metal in here that's got to go. Just trying to take away material so I can get that fit in there. I imagine you guessed that, no problem. All right, we've got sort of a fit in. It has to be trimmed back more. Sand it back more. How's that? I'm going to hit that a little bit. I do. I think I do. I don't like how it's fitting the roof right at the present second. There's got to be some manipulating going on here, I guess, but they're not. Still hitting that. It's got to be cut off straight. Still hitting that. I'm going to cut that off straight. I have to make my own. There we go. I'm going to make this door a little bit close, and then I'll trim my door to exactly where I want it to fit to make the opening, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to make my door. I got the gap going on here. That's good. I got the post in there. I guess I could lean it down. When I lean it down to get the gap, it messes up my door, makes it go right down. I want to go with the roof. So I'm going to stand it up a bit, and then I'll make this seam fit after. That's what I'm going to do. Exact same thing what's going on here. You can see I can get it fitting up tight in that corner, but it keeps going the other way because the roof is leaned backwards, and this is made for up straight. Let's weld it on there. Let's weld it on there. And then I will manipulate the line of the door with the zip cut and a welder. Now that's what I'm going to do. Got to clean this door up first. getting a good fit. It's holding me up. Hold that. There should be. I don't want that. All right. That's fine by me. Put another spot to hold it a little bit better. I've got spot I want to hit with a hammer. I want to knock this edge in a little bit. Ah, don't want to do that. Yep. Now I think we can smoke her with some weld. And we're gonna awesome nail her 3 times. Don't liking that, but I'm gonna deal with that. That's fine. Let's snap the front one on. This one here, this post is really out of shape. I've got to cut it to see what happens. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to bend it. What happens is it's just not fitting right around this post, and this post has all been pulled out and leaned in and whatever. We got the exact same amount cut of it. When it goes up tight there, I got quite a bit of gap going on there. I could take a little bit of that gap out. I'm thinking that I could take it out with just reliefing the door and just bend it a little bit, get a little bit of it out, and then I can get it back in there to make it fit tight and right. On this, what can I say on this cutting a car? I guess takes what it takes, I guess. That's just another cut that I'm putting in it. I don't want to, but let's just stick it on for now, and then I'll deal with it later. See what happens. I'll stick this door post on, get it matched up. One to hold it. Stop it. That holds it. You want to get in there flush with the roof. Now we've got a piece here. It's got a little turn down that end, a little turn down that end. Let's mark her and put her in. So we've got some door gaps to deal with, and we'll deal with those. I'll show you exactly how I'll do it. Some you might agree with, and some you might not disagree with. But in this game, take what you like and throw away what you don't, I guess. Too tight, too tight. Sand it off a little bit. I guess it doesn't matter which one. Everyone's not straight. Now this piece is not a very good fit. Not even a little bit for what's going on. No, it's not. And the reason it's not is because it's not the right shape all the way around. But we're going to put it in anyways to give you the visual of the door. I'm going to put it in anyways for the visual. I would want to line it up with the line. What I mean by the line, I want to line it up with this line because that's the window line. On the outside here, I can gear it up with a coat hanger or whatever, but on the just tacking it so it stays sort of in place, I guess. I've got a little bit of door here. I'm liking this here, so I'm willing to cut this here to make that fit there, and I will, and I will. I'm just going to put this here for now, and I'll cut it after. Can't see, can't see. So that's just the basics of getting that in there. It's not fitting there whatsoever yet. It's laying over top of that there yet. Haven't got the inside tacked yet, so I'm going to have to pull that inside. There's an inside piece here. I've got to clamp this together. You've got time for that? Okay. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with this here as I did there. I got to pull this over to meet that. I got to pull this in to make that, tie that on the inside. The door gap is not the greatest going around this thing, but I think it would work, to be honest with you. We're going to be welding up all the drip rail molding on this car. So now you can see the door tops in. Come over and take a look at this side. It's hard not to come over and take a look at this side because every, you know, I put a little piece in there. Got that looking good. We got a little tight spot going on this one here, so I knew that'd be tight over there. And we got this welded down there. All the inside is welded. We got a bad gap going on here, so we're going to have to fix that gap. when we fix the drip rail molding, but that's what it looks like. I want to thank everybody for coming back and have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching this video. It takes a little time to get that stuff in place and where you want it. And it's basically, you got to go by eye, because that's what you're doing. It's art. When you start doing this stuff, it's by eye. It's how you want it done. We're just going to keep cruising along with it, making the doors fit right. That has to take a little bit of massaging, obviously. You come back tomorrow and we'll do something else. All right, everybody. Have a happy new year, and come back tomorrow. We'll be here.